Hello guys, we normally get off, I'll see if I can show you on the map here. I get on at Inaya Station. We normally get on there and ride about 4 minutes down to here, which is Nodagawa Station, so there to there. And today, instead of getting off and going to the school, we went down and we went to, past all these stations, and we went down to this one right here, which is Yasu. This was about maybe 15, 20, something like that. It wasn't that bad considering how far we went, so. But we got down there, and we went to the Culture Hall, which is basically just a big auditorium. They let us in, and then we went and found our seats, and the day began. There were a few different bands that played, different music groups and stuff. We had some of them performing yesterday in the gym, and then some of them went today. There was a jazz band thing, there was just like an ensemble, and there was a girls rock band. Oh, I forgot. The very first thing that happened was the principal came out on the stage and introduced the school mascot, which I think they got like a new costume for or something, but the school costume is a wild boar, I believe, kind of like Botan, so I call him Botan. And then the drama club went, and John's host sister Madoka is in the drama club. No offense to her or the drama club, but I did fall asleep during the drama. But during the drama, I could not understand what was going on, and partially because I don't speak any Japanese, so I didn't really know what they were saying, but I had a really hard time understanding what was going on based on their actions. I was very confused. I have no idea what happened. It was really weird. And I'm sure it was much better if I could have understood what was going on, but I didn't, so I fell asleep during that. Then I think we had lunch after that, and in the morning, actually, before lunch, I forgot, we did the classes did their songs, and we sang the Galaxy Express 3-9, and the school song. I did not know the school song, nor did I have the sheet music for it, so I just sat there and mouthed it. We had lunch, and I ate with John, and there was stuff going on the rest of the day, just performances the whole day. It wasn't super entertaining. Afternoon after lunch was mostly performances by the third years. The first and second years did songs, and then they got to do dramas. And at the end of the day, the last thing that happened was we had the stamp rally thing yesterday, so if you went to all the classrooms, you got a stamp on a little sheet, and if you got all the stamps, you could put it in a box. And then today, John and I got called up on the stage, and we drew names from the box. We drew the little card they turned in, and if we drew their name, they got to come up on stage and get a prize from John and I. So yeah, we did that, and then we stayed on stage, and the principal came up, and we were so surprised. We didn't know what was going on, and they gave us certificates. They're little diplomas they made for us, and they did it all official, and it was really cool. So I kind of technically not really have graduated from Japanese high school, so hey. I think the translation that the English teacher gave us was something like, congratulations on your completion of 2 weeks of high school at Nodagawa, or something like that, but it was cool, and it was unexpected, and it makes a really cool souvenir, and I can say I've graduated from high school, so hey. It was alright. I think that was my favorite part of the day at school, so was cool. Then we went home, and on the way home, we had the really long train ride again, and we had to do the fare adjustment thing, because the tickets we had bought, a couple, like, at the beginning, the first day I got on the train, like, last week sometime, wouldn't take me that far, so we had to use the fare adjustment booth thing and do that. But when we got home, we had snacks, and then we went shopping, and I bought like $40 worth of Pocky and Japanese snacks, and there were a lot of people staring at me because I was buying so much Pocky. But I'm going back to America, and you can't just find it everywhere you go, and there was a lot of the other stuff. I didn't just get Pocky, but I mainly got Pocky. I got rare exotic flavors of Pocky you can't get in America, especially the coconut. I got a bunch of the coconut because I love the coconut Pocky, and the mango, pineapple, and then like the typical strawberry chocolate. And then I also got Pretz, which is basically Pocky without any flavoring on it. And I got a bunch of other different snacks that you can only get in Japan, that I liked or haven't tried yet, and so to bring back to America. So we came home, and I came upstairs and started packing, and you can see my partially packed bags. So I have to finish in the morning. I don't want to leave. But it's really sad. But I went downstairs, and we Akihiro and Junichi, the two host brothers, older and younger, were both had baseball games tonight, so they were both gone, and we were waiting for dinner until they got back. But we did have cake, which was cool. We had different little pieces of different kinds, and you could choose your flavor, and there was like cheesecake and cake roll things, and I had a matcha, so green tea, cake roll, and it was good. And there was a little thing on top that looked like a chocolate kind of, and they said it was a melon. It's not a melon. I don't know why they said it was a melon, but I think they got a mango piece for me, but I had the green tea one, which was really good, and the only reason I chose that over the mango piece was because you can't get matcha cake in America. So and I'm almost done. I don't want to go home, but I'm almost done. So then eventually they got home, and we had like a barbecue thing inside today, and it was fun because I'd seen that before and I'd never done it. And it was we had like hot dogs and beef and pork and a bunch of different vegetables. There was like exotic mushrooms and different kinds of squash and corn. It was really good. I tried some new things. Yeah. I had beef cow tongue for the first time. They gave it to me, and they're like pointing at their tongues, trying to explain to me what it was. I'm like, oh, that's delicious. And it was kind of chewy. It tasted just like a steak, kind of. It tasted like any other part of a cow does, except the texture was just slightly different because it was a little chewier. It was a little more flavorful than most beef, though. I wouldn't say I liked it. It was alright, but I wouldn't order it, and I think partially just because I had such a problem with the fact that something's tongue was in my mouth, touching my tongue, and it was gross. Eating a tongue, I don't know, just anything's tongue. I don't care if it's a cow, what it is. Tongues, I don't know. I just had a problem with that. So, and then even worse yet, I'm not sure, I think it was cow intestine. It was intestine of some sort. I'm pretty sure it was cow. It may have been pork, but I'm pretty sure it was cow. And that was alright too. That one tasted a little different. It was fattier, also kind of chewy, but the taste was a little different than I expected. It wasn't bad, but once again, I don't know if I'd ever order it somewhere just because it's an intestine, and I do have a problem with that. It gets to you mentally. It was the same with like the squid and there's just some things that, in my opinion, not in my opinion, I don't think that they shouldn't be eaten, but my body has never eaten these things before, and of any animal, be it fish or whatever, and I'm just not used to that, so it's weird. But anyway, we did that, and I gave some more presents that I had extras of to them, and they all really liked that. And then we took a family photo, and that was fun. And Akihiro gave me a whiteboard that he made with, it's like a wood thing with a whiteboard on half, and then he painted Pokemon on the other, and that was really cool. And then he also gave me a baseball. I think I left them all downstairs for some reason, but and that he was giving me a bunch of stuff as gifts. And so after that, I kind of was showing them different places on a map of Michigan where I've been, and we talked a lot. And then Shiori got out she has a book. It was the book that Barack Obama wrote for his daughters. She got that out. She had a copy of it from her host parents when she went to America last time, and it would have been like last August, I think, almost a year ago. She went to, and she stayed in Wisconsin for a week, I think. So she had gifts from her host parents, but in them was writing in cursive. There was a card and then the book, and she couldn't read it, so I was trying to read it for her. There were a few words I couldn't get out, and I did figure them all out eventually, but the handwriting in some spots was a little shaky, so it was hard to distinguish what was what. But I wrote it all down for her so she could read it in the future. And then we started reading through the book. We got about halfway through it, and I was explaining some of the different famous people from American history in it, and I was also teaching her how to pronounce a lot of things in English. So that was fun. And then we kind of looked at the clock and realized it was past midnight, so now here I am. So today was an interesting day. Overall, it wasn't what I was expecting, but it was a good way to spend my last full day with the family, and I'm really gonna miss home. I'm gonna miss this all. But so thank you, Nishimura family. I've had a wonderful time here. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you guys. You guys are great. But so thank you for everything you've done for me. I'm really gonna miss you guys. I'm really looking forward to Shiori coming to America, and I hope that she'll have as much fun there as I did here. I don't know if it's possible, but I hope she does. So I look forward to seeing you all again someday. Until next time.